If you're just waking up, let's get you caught up. Our reporters have been working the news all night long and the mess on the roads.
There's fog and rain out there, and we want to start with our own Courtney Fisher live on the north side. Courtney?
Good morning, guys. We've been telling you about this accident all morning long. Good news, though, it is back open. That tractor trailer just cleared away from where that guardrail was bent. That's 610 and the 45 South exit 17C. It was blocking that whole area, but now it has been towed away, and so traffic is moving smoothly, no problem. That backup was pretty massive, so no doubt it's going to take some time to get through here and get people back moving again. But that fog, this little bit of rain we're seeing still coming down, obviously making for a messy commute this morning. For now, reporting live, Courtney Fisher, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Out to the firefighters in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, still fighting this, a fire burning at the ExxonMobil plant. It is said to be burning itself out. It started just before midnight, and at one point, boy, it looked like a huge fireball, and they could see it for miles. Our reporter Jeff Ealing in the newsroom with the latest developments.
That is loud, because it shook my room window.
At first, people who live near the Baton Rouge ExxonMobil plant thought something blew up inside the facility. Neighbors say their homes shook around 11:30 as flames were lighting up the night sky. As firefighters worked to control the fire, people could hear the sound of the fire from well beyond the plant's fence line.
The noise was like a big roaring sound.
Herman Dage's son works inside the facility, and as soon as Herman learned of the fire, he drove to the plant. The flames were still shooting high into the sky and could be seen across the city.
I just rushed up here because you didn't see what was going on, so when I got here, it was huge fire.
People who drove past the ExxonMobil facility used their phones to record the massive flames coming from inside the fence line.
Oh my God.
Residents feared this was the result of an explosion inside the plant, but as the fire was brought under control, emergency crews were able to determine this was not caused by an explosion. And so far, there has been no impact outside the facility.
And they're continuing at this time to continue to monitor outside air quality. They have not picked up any readings outside the facility. Exxon is reporting that no injuries from inside the facility, and the fire has been contained to the area where it started.
A very difficult day ahead for students and teachers at Campbell Elementary School in Lamar CISD. An 11-year-old student was found dead along with his mother in their Sugarland home yesterday. ABC 13 reporter Charlie Etzedy is live. And Charlie, it's believed the mother's husband committed suicide.
Yeah, that's right, Samika. That's the latest information that we're getting from investigators with Sugarland Police. And we're standing across the street here from Campbell Elementary School. You can see lots of parents dropping their students off today. And we've learned the youngest victim in this situation, a boy, was a fifth grader here at the school. And grief counselors, they're going to be on hand today in order to provide support to those who are going to need it. The smiling face of 11-year-old Aaron Logan is what neighbors say they saw all the time.
He was 11, so he was friends with my boys, but it hit all of us.
The boy was a fifth grader at Campbell Elementary School and was a familiar face around the neighborhood, which is why the shock of his death, along with both of his parents, has rocked those who knew them.
They seem like a typical family, quiet. My wife was friends with the mother.
The bodies of Aaron and his mother, Diana Logan, were discovered by police yesterday afternoon during a welfare check. The body of Diana's husband, Richard Logan, was discovered earlier that morning outside of a business miles away in San Marcos.
What we know is that the owner of the house was found deceased in a different county, Guadalupe County. Appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Investigators believe both of the scenes are connected, but have not officially ruled the situation a double murder-suicide. One of the biggest questions to answer is, why did this happen? And this family leaves behind a college-aged daughter. And we have also uncovered some more information about the father, Richard Logan. He was the CEO of a nonprofit called Attack Poverty. A statement on that organization's website says that they're in shock. They're cooperating with this investigation, and they're also waiting for more information. We're in Sugarland. Charlie Edsity, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Charlie. Happening today, ESPN is reporting Astros owner Jim Crane is expected to meet with the full team in West Palm Beach, Florida, Florida. They are discussing the team's strategy to publicly address the sign stealing scandal that has dominated the offseason. Initially, only pitchers and catchers were supposed to report today, but sources tell ESPN position players have also flown in. ABC 13 Sports Director Greg Bailey will have live reports from Florida in our later newscasts.
One! It's a girl!
Epic! An epic gender reveal that only the Rockets mascot could pull off. You can see Clutch helped some diehard Rockets fans find out they're having a girl.
Wouldn't have been something if they said, it's twins.
Oh my, he probably would have passed out then.
Right.
Well, anyway, the Rockets posted the video on their Facebook page, and that is super cool.
Yep.
Maybe the next time I'll do that.
Yep. All right, let's check.
The next time? Did I hear the next time?
What?
Hey, I caught it.
Girl, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
What?
JK, just kidding.
JK, a big one.
All right, weather-wise for today, we've got dense fog this morning. The front that moved through yesterday has drifted northward now as a warm front. So south of the warm front is where we see the visibility being compromised, less than a mile, but we are going to be dealing with improvements there. Meanwhile, no improvements here with the rain. More of this rain is going to get tugged in our direction. Already seeing some heavy pockets of rain developing down along our coastal communities. The rain chances will remain high during the early morning hours, and as we get into the afternoon, we will slowly see those rain showers tapering off. So we'll start to replace those umbrellas with those jackets. Probably need something a little bit warmer this afternoon, but here's a look at future track indicating that the wet weather will continue to push eastward through about 12 o'clock, and then as we get into the afternoon, a lot of that gets shoved further toward the east. You put it all together, we're talking about a half an inch to an inch of rain for most areas, maybe even less than that. Isolated spots up to 2 inches. Meanwhile, fast forward to tomorrow, we will be talking about sunshine returning across the area with temperatures warming up into the 60s. Friday starts off chilly, could be dealing with a frost for some of you, especially in our northern counties as we wake up to temperatures in the low to mid 30s. For us here in Houston, we'll go from 39 degrees to 62 during the afternoon, and then not bad the weekend, showing a little bit more cloud cover with a few more rain showers. Unfortunately, we have to get through today, and I know we've had a lot of problems on the roadways. Catherine.
Yes, lots of problems on the roadways this morning. Going into this afternoon, though, also keep in mind you could be encountering some issues as well. So the fog should be clearing out, as Alina mentioned, later on this morning. But until then, just make sure you're using those low beam headlights and watching those speeds. Always a good thing to do that. By noon, we could have a wet lunchtime drive. Then, of course, the rush hour really kicks in mid-afternoon and closer to 6 o'clock.
All right, and that's all the time we have for the news this morning.
Join us on ABC13.com as well as our news app for weather and traffic all day long. Have a great day, everybody.